optic nerve is going to be, see there's a lot of fat here, a lot of fat and muscle. But here's the optic nerve, right there. See that stump?
Yeah.
Yep. And that is just a bundle of neurons, axons, neuron axons, leading to meet the other optic nerve from the other eye in the optic chiasm. Back here. All right, so that's the optic nerve. So the axis of the eye, so there's the nerve at the back, cornea in the front, and you guys did a nice cut here across the plane of the eye. As you opened this up, you probably saw a little bit of gel material, right? And that is the vitreous humor right here. Okay, it's rather jelly-like, isn't it something?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to just
Cut
a little bit more. Yep, just a little bit. Now, what you had to cut through was sclera, of course. We can review the layers here. This is sclera, very tough. And that was the hardest thing you had to cut through. That's the outermost layer of the eye. Situated around that is fat. So this is all fat, and also some of the muscles, you know, like the superior rectus and inferior rectus and medial and lateral and so forth. So those muscles are also around there too. Okay, so let's work our way in. So sclera is the outermost right here. Oh, if we look a little bit forward, I just want to point out conjunctiva. So the sclera right here continues over the front of the eye, but it's clear here. So the cornea is really a continuation of the sclera. It's just clear, okay? And we have some soft tissue situated, vascularized tissue. Notice how soft this is right above the, or right immediately around the cornea. And this is conjunctiva. So this is vascularized, and when somebody gets conjunctivitis, this is what gets irritated. That runs to the underside of the eyelid here. So we have more of the conjunctiva there too. So this is all conjunctiva. Some of the models, this model doesn't show it, but they'll show blood vessels. They'll paint some blood vessels here. That
Actually,
would be,
oh, I don't know.
well, no, that would be
Definitely
choroid.
inside.
That's
Okay.
internally, right? So that's blood vessels within the eye.
Oh,
But actually, this
okay.
would be blood vessels on the outer surface, outside the sclera. This is sclera,
Oh, okay.
but on top of that would be a layer of conjunctiva. Okay, now internally, let's work our way in. We've got so we got the sclera here, and you can see the lens right there. And behind the lens is the posterior chamber, including the vitreous humor. In front of that lens, between it and the cornea, is aqueous humor. And the lens is suspended by ligaments from the ciliary body. So this dark structure is the ciliary body, right here. And there are ligaments that run to the lens and can flatten the lens for distance viewing, and also relax, allowing the lens to become more circular in nature, and therefore able to view close up. All right, now let's take a look at the back of the eye here. So light would pass through that lens and get focused on this retina. Here's the retina. That little beige layer, very thin. I'm going to poke it. I'm going to see what I can do here. My fingers are getting in the way. I'm pushing the retina right now. It's beige, it's soft, delicate, and very thin. Okay, but that's the retina. And behind the retina would be the choroid, which is this darker pigmented layer right here. And that's vascularized. And for this nocturnal animal here, there's a little reflective surface. I don't know, you see the iridescence blue? See that?
I was wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And so light that comes through the lens passes through the retina, hits the reflective tapetum, which is what that iridescence is, and bounces right back through the retina. So there's two chances for light coming through the retina to be detected. So now, if you want, at some point, I'm going to circulate around to others, but if you want to pop that lens out of its location, you'll see the hole that there's the pupil, which is surrounded by the iris around that, so you can poke around there. So,